Bam. There we go. Here we are again. Back for week 2. Woo!
Yeah, and it's our week 2, but technically it's week 3 in the NCAA world.
You want to get
Um,
technical with it? You're right.
Josh, who's our guest this week?
Oh, man. I was going to say, for all of our lovely followers, we have the one, the only, Ethan Potts. Ethan, welcome back for yet another year.
Thank you.
Yep. I was going to say, each year you're a little bit older, a little bit wiser. You've done well in the past. How are you feeling this year?
Feeling ready to get all my picks right.
All right. All of them right. Okay.
Oh.
Love that confidence. I was going to say, we can briefly look over the overall, but beforehand, sorry, I'm just excited.
Oh,
How about we spin that intro?
okay, spin it. Wow.
Gets me psyched every time. Every time.
PJ, all the way.
I did watch it. I wanted to know what I was commenting about last time. And I was like, okay, before I go into it this week, I have to make sure I know what I'm getting into, because if there's an embarrassing fall somewhere. So, dang right, it does get me excited. I love us with PJ, us with the axe. Absolutely beautiful.
Oops, I got the wrong one here. Here we go. Share the right screen here. Season 3, share. Why is it not sharing? Okay, come on.
Are we trying to show?
There we go.
Overall?
There you see it. There we go. Looking at last week.
This is like first sports stall history happening last week.
What's that?
Both of us picked more right than the guests.
Yes.
Wow.
That was crazy. And the spreads were just off the chart. And I was getting really, really worried because Michigan, after a long weather delay, went up 42-0 at half.
I was very excited about that. Very disappointed in the finish of that. So, oh well.
Yeah. So in recap, the defending champion, Dean, got 11.
Congrats.
Josh got 10, and Ashley. This is just not common that the guests don't take off with a lead on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's starting them in a 2-point hole, but not her greatest, but still not bad.
No. Before we start, any Ethan, any thoughts that you had from last week and just what you saw?
Gophers played really well.
Yeah, I agree.
Iowa, they can't seem to score a lot.
Hardly at all.
That's pretty much it.
There we go.
A lot of upsets.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of bad upsets too. I mean, good for us, but bad overall. I was looking at the standings, and the East is looking tough. They are undefeated in the East, and with Minnesota is the only team in the West without a loss so far. And I don't want to jinx us. We're looking good. Let's just roll with that. Gophers looked great, and we're off to a good start of the season how we wanted it.
I wish, and I know I could have Googled it, but I didn't. How far back would we have to go to find when Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Nebraska all lost on the same day?
Probably a ways back, but all those teams, very happy to see them lose. Needless to say, it was a pretty fun weekend for me. I was beyond thrilled.
Yeah, not disappointed. Well, let's kick it off. Unless you all have anything else to add.
I got nothing at this point in time, so let's get those picks rolling, huh?
Here we go. Week 3. Oklahoma at Nebraska. Oklahoma by 11.5. They were as high as picked by 14. And all of a sudden, because the Scott Frost news, the spread changed. This is an interesting game post Scott Frost era.
Right. It's a big rivalry game, obviously. Oklahoma is a far superior team to the way Nebraska has been playing. I am surprised this isn't in the 20s in the spread.
Yeah.
So I'm just shocked. Not shocked that Scott Frost got fired. He's been nothing but garbage. But other than that.
Okay, Ethan, you start us off. The guests always lead the way.
I got Oklahoma.
Amen. I was gonna say can't get much more right than that. Oklahoma's gonna crush that spread, I feel.
You're just jump. That's it. This I'm a little. I'm gonna go Oklahoma to win and to cover. What's really weird is these two quarterbacks met last year in the Red River rivalry. I said it without sounding bad.
Bad.
Gabriel and Thompson met last year at the Cotton Bowl, and they're meeting again in Lincoln. I want to say if I'm smart, I should pick Nebraska just to sneak underneath, because whenever there's a coaching change, there's always an uprise of you don't know what to expect. However, I'm going to say OU to win and to cover.
Smart pick.
Ethan, this is crazy. Purdue at Syracuse. Purdue's picked to win by 1.
I think they'll do it. I think it might be more than 1.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna keep riding Ethan's coattail here. I'm gonna say it now. I think Purdue is going to be a very good team this year, and by very good, I think they're going to win 6, 7, possibly 8 games, because they played Penn State extremely tough. Penn State had a great game last week, and they blew. I can't remember who all they played last week, but they blew them out of the water. That offense is firing. So they're playing well. I think they're going to crush Purdue for the win and spread.
Sorry, not so fast, guys. Syracuse 2-0. This is my upset of the week.
Okay.
Sorry, Ted.
Ouch.
I think Syracuse is going to pull this one off and disappoint Purdue a bit. So yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Interesting. All right. Easy point for us, Ethan. Easy point.
We have Northern Illinois.
Just Southern, but hey, whatever.
I know. I always got to fix that one. At Northwestern. And no, it is Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois at Northwestern. Northwestern is picked to win by 13.5.
The Salukis coming to town.
Ooh. I don't know how to feel about this one. Northwestern hasn't had some strong weeks so far. I think they'll win, but I don't think they'll cover. So I'll go Southern Illinois.
Okay. That's tough because they did definitely, and I'd like to say I picked Duke just overall beating Northwestern, which
good pick, Josh.
Yeah, they stuck with them pretty well. It's in Northwestern. I feel they're gonna want to bounce back. They're gonna need to bounce back for the program's sake, for the players' sake. I'll go Northwestern at home, coming out big, coming out strong, coming out fast to cover the spread. Northwestern, my pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on this, Josh. Northwestern, they started really slow against Duke and arguably probably should have gotten at least that touchdown at the end that was taken away.
Right.
And I just think they have something to prove. Southern Illinois 0-2. But you just don't know with Northwestern's offense if they can do anything. But I'm going to go Northwestern to win and to cover.
There we go.
UConn at Michigan. Michigan by 47, and Michigan right now, I believe, is ranked number 4.
They're high up there. They haven't really played much of anyone, but got that going for them. Another big spread. Yikes. Ethan.
47's a lot. I mean,
it is.
I think Michigan, I mean, it's UConn. I think Michigan will win. I don't think they'll cover, so I'll go UConn.
Okay.
I went with Michigan on a big spread against a bad team last week. Came close, but close doesn't do it. Here they are faced again. Bad team, big spread. That Michigan, just like it was before. You know what? Am I going to kick myself? Probably. But I'm going to go Michigan to win big, cover that spread. It's a little bit smaller. You can do it. Come on, Blue. Let's go.
Unlike last week, they announced McCarthy. They announced right before the game that he was going to start. He had a heck of a game, 15 of 16 throwing for 259 yards. The game will start on time. We're pretty sure it will. I'm going to go. Oh, gosh.
Right? It's like, do I stub my toe on the same nightstand like I do every other night, or do I make a difference?
I'm going to go Michigan to cover.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We'll be talking about that next episode. If it
next
starts,
week.
if I'm headbutting a wall, you know the outcome of it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Western Kentucky at Indiana. This one surprises me. Indiana by 6.5, Ethan.
Ooh. I think Indiana will win and cover. I mean, they haven't looked too good yet, but it's Western Kentucky. I think they'll win by more than a touchdown.
I don't know. 2 years ago, I was all on Indiana's train. I was really hoping that they had that really tight, close game and a pretty solid season, but I just haven't been that impressed with them. They barely snuck away with a win last week. I don't think they're going to cover. Here's my upset. I'm going to go Western Kentucky, winning it outright.
Ooh.
Because they have a big red blob as their mascot. Why not? I've been to Western Kentucky. Beautiful campus. Let's go.
At Bloomington upset. I'm going to Indiana. They throttled it up a bit. It took them a while. I'm going to go Indiana to win and to cover the spread on this one. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Leave it at that and let the cards fall where they may.
Rutgers at Temple, 17.5, Ethan.
Coming off a big win.
Yes.
Yeah, Rutgers won big last week. I mean, I think they can keep it going. I think they'll win and cover.
I was thinking the same thing. Obviously, Temple's going to be a little bit better of a team, but plain and simple, their offense is scoring a lot of points. A little bit better team. We'll see how they play, but I'm going to go Rutgers to win and cover.
Gosh, I'd like to steal one here, but I think I'm going to stay with y'all. Rutgers to win and to cover. Simon is going to be the quarterback of record, so I think we'll stay there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Let's go back a year ago, and if you had said that Colorado at Minnesota and Minnesota would be favored by 27.5, I'd have said you're crazy. But here we are.
Yep.
Colorado has played TCU, got thumped pretty bad, lost to Air Force. Now they're coming to Huntington Bank. What do you think, Ethan?
Gophers have been playing strong. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I think they'll win and cover. I think they'll have 3 good weeks in a row.
Oh, yeah. And yet again, it's another home game for them. It's unbelievable. I was going to say, makes me miss missing these fall home games, but they're playing extremely well. The crowd, the fans, everyone's into it. We've had 3-4 good seasons, and the crowd and student section is only getting better and better. You know what? There's no way I'm going against Minnesota on this one. Minnesota win, cover. The rate they're playing right now, I think they're going to win by 30.
Yeah, I can't argue with you two. Ethan, you and I were at the game together. The offense looks very efficient, and everybody's talking about the offense. And Tanner looked good. There were so many weapons. Mo, AB, it was good. But the defense has been so impressive that they're just thumping people. And I think that's going to be the difference. And the Gophers will win and they'll cover. And as long as they stay away from the turnovers, they're going to be pretty tough to beat.
There you go. Smooth like this. Beautiful. Bush Light. As good as this Bush Light tastes. Almost tastes as good as my voice sounds on this lovely blue Snowball microphone. Brought to you by Josh.
Ethan, what are you drinking tonight?
Water.
Okay.
There we go. Some would call this water too, Ethan, depending on who you ask, but that's okay.
Okay. Jerry Kill. Goodness. Tough start of the season, and he gets to finish his non-conference schedule with Wisconsin at Camp Randall. I was surprised that Wisconsin wasn't picked by more. Wisconsin by 37.5, Ethan.
Yeah, I think New Mexico State's going to get thumped. I don't know if it'll be I'll say Wisconsin will win and cover.
Oh gosh, this is it is tough because what was the score of Minnesota, New Mexico? I can't remember.
38-0.
38-0. Offense is okay. So that's Minnesota. Minnesota beat them by 38, which would barely cover this spread. Wisconsin, unimpressed right now, coming off a loss. That's bad. New Mexico State, also a bad team. I don't think they're capable of scoring 38 points in a game, even if it is against New Mexico State. I don't think they're capable. I think they will come close. I think they'll win by 35, but that's about it. So I will go New Mexico will prevent Wisconsin covering.
I think it's going to be I agree with you, Josh. It's going to be really close. I think it's going to be a
35-point win, but it might be like 38-3.
Yes. It's going to be really close. Badgers are going to try to put their foot on the accelerator after losing to Washington State.
For sure.
But I'm against my better judgment, Ethan, I'm with you. I think Wisconsin, after the loss last week, they've got to try to thump it. I don't know if Mertz has it in him, but they're going to try to elevate the game. So are you going Wisconsin to cover? You are going Wisconsin to cover. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe the Russell Wilson days they could score that many points with a breeze. With Russell Wilson, that Wisconsin team, it'd be a 60-point game for sure. But their offense just doesn't. They're slowly turning into an Iowa where they don't score a lot of points against average teams. So that's why I didn't pick them to lose, but they lost. But I definitely made sure that they didn't cover the spread against Washington State. So who knows? We'll see what Mertz has to offer also, because you never quite know what you're getting with him.
That's right.
Okay, Penn State won last year. This year it's down at Auburn. Penn State at Auburn. Penn State is favored by 3 on the road.
I mean, I don't really know how Auburn's doing this year. Penn State's had some close ones so far.
Auburn's 2-0.
Yeah, make sure you ask Dean. He'll know the stats. Who has Auburn played so far?
Let me go back and catch this one here.
Yeah, because before you make your pick, let's make sure we're educated. Not before the podcast. No, that'd be too much work, Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out as we go. That's how we roll here.
They've beaten Mercer 42-16, and they beat San Jose State 24-16.
And we know San Jose State's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm. I think Auburn will win at home.
Ooh. I'm going to disagree with you there. I think Penn State is on the up and up. They played a tough Purdue team. You heard me say it earlier tonight. I think Purdue is going to be a well above 500 team this season, just based off of what I've seen week 1, week 2, against a tough opponent, loss, close, but then they blow them out. Those two teams, Auburn should be blowing them out by more, in my opinion. And then Penn State comes back and smacks their week 2. It is in Auburn. It will be a tough place to play, no doubt about it. But I'll take Penn State. They might smack that the spread right on the nose with a game-winning field goal of a tie game. So I'm going to take Penn State. We're going to show that SEC that Big Ten is here for real.
I'm with you, Josh. Clifford is, I think he is the real deal. He's having a heck of a year. He's getting more confident. And just the fact that that Auburn only won by 12 last week against San Jose in Auburn. I think
don't have
Penn
Bo
State,
Nix. They lost their quarterback. So this is a first year starter for him.
So I'm going to go Penn State. So it could be a steal for you, Ethan.
There you go. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you never know. It is SEC. They are good. But I think Auburn has too much stacked against them. And I think Penn State is playing some good football right now.
Toledo at Ohio State. Ohio State by 32.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Ohio State. They're looking strong right now.
Toledo is 2-0, beating Long Island and UMass soundly.
Oh goodness, they can beat whoever they want soundly. Even spot on. Ohio State is a very tough team. Let me just double check. I'm in the wrong week. Whoops. Yeah, it's at Ohio State. They're gonna finish strong. They're gonna win big. I think they're gonna cover that spread. I'm gonna go OSU on this one.
Not so fast, boys. Ohio State will win. They're not gonna show any of their Big Ten cards, especially against Toledo. Toledo is better than they look, but they will not cover. So I'm picking Toledo to break the spread on this one.
Okay, sure. Let's see how that one goes. I was gonna say they don't need any special tricks. They are just pure athleticism. Yeah, they're gonna make plays.
Michigan State at Washington. Washington leads the series. They're 2-0 or 2-1, and it's the spread is 3.5 on this.
Washington's favor. They've got to be ranked if it's this close of a game.
And Washington hasn't played anybody yet. Kent State and Portland State.
Yeah. Well, I mean, neither is Michigan State really.
No.
So tough.
At Washington, right?
At Washington in Seattle.
Whew. It's a tough one. I think Michigan State will win.
Yeah. I'm swayed. I mean, obviously Washington's good. I can't let Michigan State blow out against Akron, cloud my judgment at all. I just don't know that much about Washington and the way Michigan State's been playing. I'm going to go Michigan State to win. So they clearly will cover this or prevent the spread.
Here's a name that, in this transfer portal is going to throw you. Have any of you heard of Michael Penix Jr.?
Ohio State?
Indiana.
He was their quarterback, wasn't he?
He's the quarterback for Washington now.
I see. Okay.
I'm gonna pick Washington on this one, boys.
Okay. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a great game. I just don't know that much about Washington. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Nevada at that powerful offense of Iowa. Iowa is picked to win by 23. I don't know if Iowa can score 23 points.
That's the scare. Not only score 23, win by 23, which means they can't give up any points.
I was going to win. They're not going to score 23 points, though.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. That's tough. They're going to need a big bounce back after. I mean, they did have a rivalry game. The Cy-Hawk Trophy is huge. Again, you can have either team unranked, and they're going to play them tough. But man, Iowa just looked bad. They didn't look good. They lost the game. They scored 7 points. I mean, it was not pretty by any means. I don't think they scored 23 points in the game. So I'm gonna go. No, they will not cover the spread. I will definitely go Nevada on this one.
This pains me to do this, but Iowa. Petrus has to, they're working on the ball moving, and Iowa has to figure out some offense. And this is a team, they got beat by Incarnate Word. Nevada got beat by them last week. I am going to go with Iowa to cover.
It's not a bad pick, but man, they got to turn a lot of stuff around from last weekend to this weekend. I think they can do it because they have the experienced coaching staff. But man, if they play anything like they did last week, there's no way they're coming close to that.
That's totally. You're spot on. Yeah. This one has the potential to be a shootout because SMU has scored 45 and 48 in their first 2 games. Maryland, every year they have the potential to score a lot of points if they don't shoot themselves in the foot. SMU at Maryland by 3.5.
I think Maryland will win. I mean, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. There's not much defense played in those games. So I think Maryland will win and cover.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't want to get too high on Maryland just because I don't think they're that good of a football team. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are getting better, and I just don't pay attention to them enough. Who knows? They still have Tua's brother on their team. Another year, another start. They're putting up a lot of big numbers. I don't know much about their defense. I think you're right. I think this is going to be a blowout. It's going to be a shootout of a game. Sorry, not a blowout. I'm just going to go with the Big Ten. I'm going to go with the home team on this one, and I'm going to go Maryland winning and covering.
I'm going with Maryland on this, or going with SMU over Maryland. I'm not going with Maryland on this. Yeah. So,
I was going to say that's tough just because it's like we've seen all the Big Ten teams play. It's like how many games of SMU have you watched? So far this season. So. I was going to say, things got a little different down at the bottom there for all of us. So, I don't know. Ethan, let's hope you and I lined up a lot. Let's hope we're right on a lot of those.
Yeah, this week has some interesting ones. This is the last week of the big overflow of non-conference games, and then we get into the true Big Ten.
Then I think I'll have maybe a little bit more understanding. Give me 3 weeks of watching some Big Ten football, and then maybe make a little bit more educated guesses. But I just don't know these other teams right now. I'm just going based on how the Big Ten's played.
Ethan, what was your upset of the week?
Probably Auburn.
Auburn State. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think Western Kentucky. I think it's not the Indiana of the past. I like my upset. Dad, you picked Who was your upset again?
I picked Syracuse to upset Purdue.
Ah,
That's a mild upset.
it's a mild, but I think it's going to be a big upset actually if it happens, because like I said, I'm not going off of bias. I'm just going off of their games that they've played so far, and their offense is just gunning, which is impressive to see.
Well, boys, there we go. Good session. I'm excited. This is fun, and Ethan and I are going to be together again up at the Huntington Bank, and 2:30 prime time game. I mean, this is what football's all about.
Yeah. I'm truly jealous of being at a Gopher game. Hopefully they continue winning and we can catch one towards the end of the season. But I will be in BFE, Wisconsin for a wedding, believe it or not, Ethan. Maybe you'll understand one day when all of your friends and everyone is getting married and you can't watch college football all day Saturday like you want to. Am I upset? I don't know. Maybe just a little agitated, but we will have fun. But you guys will definitely have way more fun watching the Gophers hopefully put another dominant performance together.
It's good stuff for sure. When we do have you down for the Iowa game, Josh.
Oh, that is gonna be a blowout. So yes, I cannot wait. That trophy is coming. I was gonna say, I feel we lost to Iowa last year, did we? Yeah, we've lost it twice now. So that trophy of Floyd of Rosedale is definitely coming back to Minnesota, and I will happily watch it return.
Ethan, thank you so much for being the guest picker.
Always good to see you. I think your picks are great since you and I are similar.
Okay, Josh, we actually have time to do this right.
Let's do it right. We got less than a minute. All right, bring it in. Here we go. Gross hands. Sports Stars on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sports Stars.